Hello. Welcome to the podcast today. This is Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. And I have some topics that I actually wanted to go into today. I've had people that kind of wanted me to talk about some of the stuff. It's not, it's something that I've already discussed before, but it has to do with prenups. So it's crazy. Like if you look at the divorce rates these days, I mean, having a prenup is like, that's a no-brainer. You have to have one. Especially if you feel that you have a whole lot to lose. Because if you think about it, the person that doesn't want to sign a prenup is the person that doesn't have a whole lot to lose. Okay? So that's just what I'm trying to do, trying to advise people, trying to just get people to do their prenup. Because it's a way of safeguarding your, the things that you've pretty much worked for all your life. You want to safeguard that in the event of a divorce. And okay, is there going to be a divorce? Of course, we don't want to start off a wedding or a marriage hoping that there's going to be a divorce. But come on, guys. I mean, look at the divorce rate. It's astronomical. And we have to also be realistic. We have to be realistic in how the world works today. There is such a thing that's called no-fault divorce. California is no-fault divorce, and it's also like a lot of the divorces are actually filed by people that would just say, "Oh, we have irreconcilable differences." So basically, what that means is that the person that's actually filing for the divorce doesn't really have to have some kind of big deal. Like, they don't even have to have some kind of thing that really made them mad. It could just be like, "I'm kind of done with you." And they're just gonna file for the divorce. So irreconcilable differences. That's a thing in our divorce system today in family law, and a lot of people are actually incentivized to file for divorces. So to protect yourself, it makes sense for you to have a prenup, iron-clad prenup. And the reason why I say that it has to be iron-clad is because it has to be detailed. All right, it has to be detailed. Have your attorney detail things out, spell things out. The only thing that a prenup the only thing that is really not enforceable, especially in California, will be if you try to talk about child support. If you want to do a deal where you're not going to pay child support, the California legal system is not going to enforce that. I mean, most states will not. They want you to pay child support. Because the kids are really out of your, whatever crap you have going on with your, with your soon-to-be ex-wife or husband. So the courts will, the court frowns upon that. Yeah, so you can do all the stuff about spousal support, alimony, and all that stuff, but not child support. Okay? All right? You guys make that baby, you're supposed to pay for the baby, based on whatever child support calculation that jurisdiction has. All right? And no matter how much you hate yourselves, the kid wasn't part of your shenanigans. All right? So, yeah. So that's just how it is. But I actually, for this video, yeah, before we keep going on for this video, this is Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. You have to subscribe because the kind of information that I provide to this video, I provide in these videos, very different. I mean, of course, you guys, like, you're not my clients, and stuff, but it's just a different level, I'm an attorney, law professor. I've also worked as a public defender. I've also worked as a prosecutor in a DA's office. I've actually worked in the oldest and biggest public defender's office in the country. I was a deputy public defender there. What I bring to the table, what I offer is just like this kind of golden truth bombs. And of course, I mean, you can still have your own attorney and stuff like that, but it's just different. So what I'm saying is just subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and you're also free to contact me. My law firm is NLG. You can contact me through that. You can contact me in any way. I deliver. That's just what it is. So when I come into a courtroom, the attorneys, they are usually opposing counsel will be like, is Ralph on the other side of the, I mean, they get scared. That's just how it is. And then the judge also recognizes, because I don't just, I'll have the whole thing where the law and the facts will work for my client to ensure that we get the best outcome possible. So, yeah. So, feel free to hit me up. So that's what I'm trying to say. Another thing that a lot of people are not talking about is post-nuptial agreements. So you have the prenup, but you also have the post-nuptial agreement. The difference between those is that for the post-nup, you have to actually file that with the court for that to be, legally, valid. You have to file that with the court. But for the prenup, if you guys just sign it, that's fine. But for the post-nuptial agreement, you have to file that with the court for that to be legal. So that's also something that you can do, because if you have if you're in a situation where you're in a marriage and things just didn't work out, whatever, before you guys had the marriage, you can still do a post-nuptial agreement. You can get a good attorney, that can help you draft that, and you can do that. It works. It's the same thing, as long as you file that with the court. All right, California is fine with that. A lot of states and jurisdictions are fine with that. So that's what you're supposed to do. So the reason why I talk about this stuff is just for people to be happy. Why would you work so hard in your life and then, there's a divorce and just somebody gets, I don't know, half of your stuff, or even more than half in some cases? That's not okay. This is Uncle Ralph over here telling you to guard your stuff. All right, guard your stuff. Don't be ridiculous. Don't say. I believe in love and all that stuff, but people can love you until they stop loving you. It could be 10 years in the marriage, it could be 20 years in the marriage, and they just say, I don't love you anymore. I think Mackenzie Bezos, yeah. I think it was like after 25 years, she stopped loving Jeff Bezos. I mean, this is the richest, almost pretty much the richest man in the world, and she stopped loving him. You got Mackenzie Bezos. You got who else? Who are all the celebrities that have gone through all these weird divorces? Why would you put yourself through that? It's just not necessary. So, iron-clad prenup, and if you don't have a prenup, post-nuptial agreement, get that all situated, and you'll be fine. That's all I'm saying. All right. I think actually the reason why, I put out these videos, I have people asking me to put out these videos, but one of the reasons will be, it's actually because of the, just based on the stats now, the number one way that people actually meet their potential lovers, people that they have relationships with, is through apps. It's through the dating apps. Okay, so if you look at the dating apps and if you look at the algorithms, it's ridiculous. You're pretty much designed to fail. There a lot of people are designed to fail in their quests for finding a lover. I mean, sometimes they'll find a lover, but it usually leads to divorce. If you think about the way that the whole thing is set up, it's a business. They have a business that they want to have people keep coming back and subscribing. That's how it is. That's online dating, so it's crap. There is a reason why our grandparents, and our great grandparents had longer lasting marriages. Human beings are not designed to do well when they have a lot of choices. That's just how it is. I mean, case in point, put a kid in a candy store, right? Are they going to be able to make a good decision? Of course not. They're going to say, oh, do I want this? I want this. I want this. I want this. So that's just how it is. So, yeah. So marriage is pretty much on a very bad trajectory right now. To protect yourself, it makes sense for you to have at least prenup. Of course, the best, the best way to prevent a divorce is not to be married. I don't make the rules. That's just something that's out there. That's the best way to prevent a divorce. If you're not married, then you're not gonna get divorced. So that's the best way to prevent a divorce. But then if you must get married, get a prenup. And if get a prenup, get a good lawyer to help you draft a solid iron-clad prenup. And if you were not able to do that, and you were having a lot of fun, and the whole thing was so good. I mean, I know, I get it. Like, yeah, sometimes you meet some people and things. Things are just so good, and you just get married real fast. Because it was so good. Fine. If that happens, this is Uncle Ralph telling you post-nuptial agreements. But you have to file that with the court. All right? So this is Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. And I just want you to just understand the whole situation and understand that sometimes, some things, some truthful statements might be kind of hard, but it's still it's the truth. All right, that's what I'm gonna be doing here, giving you guys just truth bombs, and I just hope you receive it and understand that I'm coming from a place of love. All right. Okay, Uncle Ralph's Law. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you soon. Peace.